Hey, what's going on, miners? Today we're going to be talking about the best overclocks for the 6700 XT. So let's get right into it. So today we're going to be keeping this video really simple. We're just going to be talking about some overclocks. I'm mining Clore still. I did hit my goal for my recent video of 1,000, and I still haven't changed it yet. I've been kind of busy with working on my studio and stuff like that, so I do need to get around to changing that. I will come over here to Clore and over here to hashrate.no, and be mindful that these settings right here are also going to be software wattage. Hashrate.no does not do wattage from the wall, so this is 109 software watts, and it'll typically be more around the 125 mark if you're hitting this right here. They also don't utilize any of the SOCs or SOC frequencies or VDD max or anything like that, so which I think is not very good. This is an okay base overclock, but we can definitely get our efficiency a lot better in this situation. So they have 1350, 1075, 675, then 1300 millivolts, and then 800 millivolts on the memory. So let's go ahead and let's see what I have. Now, I've been running these overclocks for a very long time. They are a variation from Kiwi Miner. Now, I know a lot of people like to watch Kiwi Miner stuff for AMD. He does a lot of AMD overclocking stuff. But if you do watch his videos, I would recommend starting at least 30 to 40 millivolts above his, because his are really low, and I find that mine crash 99.9% of the time. So let's get into what my OCs are. But I am pulling about 80 watts in the software, which is 29 watts less than what the hashrate.no is. Now keep in mind that hashrate.no 109 is software watts. I've tested all of their hash rates and they are all software watts. So keep that in mind. This isn't an octominer. I will see the actual wattage that's being pulled from the wall. So let's go ahead and let's get into my OCs. So I'm at 1340 on the core, so I'm a little bit less. I'm about 10 megahertz less. And then I'm at 650 on the core voltage, which they were 675, so I'm 25 less on the core voltage for the millivolts. And then they said to go 800 here. They said to do 800 here because they are trying to do 1075, and it's really not that much. It's not worth that much more power to get that much more of a squeeze, in my opinion. You're talking 5 megahertz. That's like nothing, right? It's minuscule. So I'm doing 640 on the memory controller voltage with 1070 on the memory clock, and then 1275 on the actual memory voltage. And then down below, I also have the SOCs in. My SOC frequency is 980, and then my SOC VDD max is 860. You can get this down a little lower to 840, but I find it to be somewhat unstable, and I do have some cards fall off from time to time. So I bumped it up to 860 to give myself a little bit more stability, right? So now, as a disclaimer to all of everybody who's probably going to copy these overclocks, realize this: overclocking is not guaranteed. You could put these clocks in and your GPUs could not take them, could not hash right. Maybe they can survive at this hash rate. Disclaimer: you need to tune your cards to what your silicon lottery is. So if I was you and you were going to try to replicate my overclocks, I would start 25 megahertz and 25 millivolts above mine, except for the memory. The memory has a max of 1075. So I would just go above my overclocks a little bit and then wait an hour and then tune them down again, right? And then do another tune down again. And what you want to do is you want to tune down incrementally until you find that point of where you kind of get instability. Once you hit instability, you need to start adding either 5 or 10 millivolts until you get to that, stable range. So I'm getting about 189.2 mega hash across 8 6700 XTs. These are reference 6700 XTs. So we're going to do a real side-by-side calculator here. We're going to go to their base calculator, and we're going to find Clore, which is right here. So we're at a 189.2, and then we're going to go back to our rig and get our wattage, which is 839 from the wall. And this is going to give us our profitability, sort of. Let's do. I don't know why it's doing 8 cents. Let's do like 10 cents for everybody, whatever it is. Okay. So right here it's saying at 189.2 mega hash, your power cost is $2, your revenue is $5, and your profit is $3.23 a day, is what it's saying. Okay. Now I want to put the same. We're gonna kind of do the same thing, okay? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the math a little bit differently. So we're going to do this at 1,000 watts, right? Because the other hash rate.no is 109 watts on the software, so it's going to be about 125 watts a card, okay? And we'll just say that they kept the same hash rate. They kept 189, right? Because you're not going to get much more. You might get maybe we'll say 190, okay? And you're going to see a huge difference. Like, see, look, we were over $3. We lost about 40 cents. That's like 15% you lost, and just in your profitability, right? Based on this particular, how we overclock our GPUs. So hashrate.no is a really good base point to get some overclocks. I wish they would start using some of these SOC frequencies and things like that, because they don't, and that's really where it shines, right? Is the SOC frequencies and T-Ren Miner for a lot of these algorithms, right? Especially Kawpow, because the SOCs really let you tune down the power that's being drawn from the GPU. And like I said, I've tested hashrate.no numerous times. They report only software wattage. So if you're talking AMD, you need to add at least 15 to 20 watts at least on every single one of these to get true from the wall wattage for every card. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys like this video, and I hope this helps you with all your Kawpow mining for your 6700 XTs. So just remember, this is the Mining King giving you the most hashes, and I'll see you next time.